and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second down, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Tight dog.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Mike by 4. Watch the curl.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Brady. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They run on 1st down as they get him. About 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, Alabama.
Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have it. Another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wide, 80. Watch my board. Target. Hey, hey.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They toss to Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
53. Right here. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 53, man down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch gears.
On second down, here's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive.
Touchdown, LA! Devontae Freeman, 82 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, Campbell making the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. On 1st down, it's Logan. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.J. Logan His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And some room to work. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on second down, Brady. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? We're looking at 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up. To the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
56. Exit.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there, 54.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
At the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Logan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Cardinals first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Murray looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And oh, it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. And nothing but daylight ahead. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. Looking for Campbell downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Throwing now is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Wait, that 53. Check 56. Alert.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Brady going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. That should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona.